This is day 2 of my trans diaries. Something I'm trying to keep up with. Today I want to talk about dating. It's interesting. I tried dating as a guy. Um, it's difficult out there as a guy. There's a there's a lot. It seems like the girls have their fielder's pick. So maybe a person who's maybe a 5 or 6 in looks and probably similar in looks to you, they are attracting attentions of 8s and 9s. So there's a asymmetrical power dynamic when it comes to, in that aspect. And when I was out there, I was like, man, how come these girls aren't replying to me? You know, um, and being a trans woman, on the other side of the equation, it's quite interesting. Just having to find a mate that's compatible with you and looks attractive. And so there's a lot of different. I'm acutely aware of the change in the power dynamic, and yet I try to be the kind of person that I wish I would have met. But then I realized that my inbox and likes are way more than I could never get to everyone, you know. And so it's really it's something I thought I'd enjoy a lot more of, but I mm, there's a responsibility there that I don't think it's all that it's cracked up to be, and there's a lot of people who I think are not really trying to chase a relationship. Luckily, so far, I found at least a couple people now that really like me. They know I have kids and still interested in me. That was a previous insecurity, and but and it took me a long time before I went from my most ideal picture with me in the wig and in great makeup to just like, this is the picture that you get, boom, and this is not the best I can look. This is what I look like right now. So deal with it in a way. Yeah. So it's been a process, just trying to have that confidence in myself that, okay, yeah, people do like you, people like you, and then at the same time, like, don't abuse it. You got to be a better person than what you're putting out there. um and it's hmm, I guess I would say that there are at least several people out there that haven't dated someone who's trans, and they want to try it out or whatever. And personally, I'm not into those individuals. Like, there's some of that. There was someone that came door to door that tried to kind of hook up with me a little bit. Apparently that was his first trans kiss. It's kind of it gave him a little too much leeway because he was very attractive. But he didn't text me back afterward. After he came here, we hung out and had a great conversation. So I thought, but I one thing I kind of hate about being trans is that people are unsure of whether that's what they really want, both in terms of, can they date a quote unquote guy who, that's how they perceive it, how others in society will perceive it, fairly, not fairly really, but that's how it is. People say, oh, you're dating a guy who's trying to dress as a girl. So they're going to encounter problems in their family and their friends, etc. And so I understand it, but really, in some ways, it's like, I don't want to have to be that first. I don't want to be, I've done that before. I've met with someone, this their first time having, intercourse with the trans, and they didn't like it. And so, you know what, they just, I wonder how many times that has happened where, you know, they thought they watched the porn, they enjoyed the porn, they meet you in real life, they meet a trans in real life, didn't go according to the way they did it, and that's just their little secret between them and that trans person. You know, and they identify as straight or whatever, and you wonder how straight they really are, you know, like, I always wonder what the real numbers are in terms of, you know, guys and girls who identify as straight all the way, and yet they've dated a trans, or they're attracted to trans and haven't done it yet. So that's my piece on trans dating. Chatted to a lot of people. It's interesting. It's interesting. You know, dealing with, you know, and not every trans is gonna have the same experience. Not everyone is on hormone replacement therapy. Not everyone is gonna get facial feminization. Not a lot of people are getting bottom surgery. So it's a whole spectrum of experiences, and as I'm going through them, I'm gonna try to keep this updated as best I could, and let you know what I think about that. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, or don't, you know, whatever. Take care.